Coach, with 7 guys in double digits tonight,
Yeah.
how much did that balanced scoring and that depth help you out?
Yeah, that was awesome. Everybody kind of stepped up at the right time. Ant was really, really good when he came back in. We needed him. D'Lo made a couple shots early in the third just to kind of keep us from slipping out of rhythm. And then Cat was pretty steady when he was not on the bench. But I was really pleased. And obviously J-Mac was the star of the game with the energy and the hustle plays and the shooting and the pace and all that. So.
You mentioned Ant there. I mean, maybe this is part of the answer, but that third quarter, just what ignited that run for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we got out in transition. We were getting stops all night. It looked like a game where both teams have played a lot of really meaningful basketball this week. Both teams were a little bit struggling to find that extra gear, and we were able to just find it at that moment. Got out in transition, got into the heart of the paint with a lot of Ant, play, and J-Mac was, the spark that he's been for the last, 30 games or whatever it's been now. So,
Hey, Chris, just to kind of see the, overall toughness of this team. I mean, Nas is trying to play through things, Vando, and all these guys really trying to answer the bell. Do you just get the feeling that, they just really recognize the weight and gravity of this?
Absolutely. Couldn't be more pleased, more proud of them. Just battling out there. Obviously we're going to see what happened to Bees. Hopefully it's not too bad, but I know everyone's banged up, but there's so much on the line for us, and it's just I think it's indicative of not how bad we want it, but how bad they don't want to let their teammates down. So.
You guys have really made it tough on Luka for both of these games, and what about the collective defense that you guys have thrown at him is just worked in this? Well,
it's multiple guys. You're not going to stop Luka with one guy and one coverage all night long. I mean, he's just so good. He manipulates the game so well. You just have to be so locked in. Just mentally, it's really draining to guard him. And so I think that's – and then, of course, he's physical and he kind of gets where he wants to go, so you gotta make it really hard for him. We've got guys that really stepped up and took the challenge, and we wanted to win the line of scrimmage with him tonight. So I think we did a good job of that.
And then Powell had so much success last game. Did you like the way that you guys were able to adjust and at least not make it quite as profitable for them?
Yeah, Powell had a great game. He got a bunch of lobs, he got a bunch of putbacks, he got a bunch of kind of slip to the hoop and transition stuff. They were more kind of indicative of great hustle plays or just kind of plays, little breakdowns. We weren't necessarily fearing a big Powell game, tonight. But we also we were fearing their shooting, and they had one of those nights where they couldn't see one go in either. So we got a little lucky there.
It was a different game from a coverage standpoint. It seemed like in the pick and roll. What did you feel that you guys were doing differently there?
We just we're not going to give them space to look us over. Our pursuit was outstanding with our guys and just tried to show them, as many bodies as possible.
How physically draining is that for Carl to be?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. We know, we recognize it, we openly admit it. That's why we're not on him all the time to be perfect about it. Tonight he was outstanding, and so were our rotations, our closeouts, and we've been a little bit hit and miss on that sometimes. But this looked like us in the beginning of the season when we were closing out with a lot more urgency.